we're gonna review this video in its entirety.
Hello, good morning. I'm getting ready to go to work today. It's a Saturday, and I just couldn't sleep because JD Miles had me so upset.
You're still on JD Miles.
I'm literally shaken. I want to address this to Logic and to anyone else who is interested. Okay, so I saw the part of what Red Pill was saying, and it's all irrelevant, right? Okay, so I've been in several debates about this. I don't have the paperwork on me right now.
Okay, get to the point.
Now, but I did check with the ACLU and other groups and the legal system in the U.S. And I want to just address really quickly the irrelevancy of the arguments that Red Pill was saying. Okay, so he makes reference to these girls that I was speaking of. This guy that had the child abuse stuff. Okay.
Child abuse. See, the thing is, first off, you see about as much as we do. In fact, you see about as much as we do. What I mean by that, you see about as much as we do, is you only see the YouTube channel itself. By you saying child abuse stuff, you're only seeing part of it. You're only seeing part of the picture, and you're interpreting your part of the picture based on your emotion. Based on your emotions, you know. When you base part of the picture on your emotions, you basically shaft yourself. You basically pigeonhole yourself into a corner. I will admit that some of the videos are questionable, but we're only seeing part of the picture. And by us only seeing part of the picture and reacting to it, we fail to register, we fail to understand what's going on. Are you going to ask any of those kids, those people's parents? No, you're not.
Now, he's talking about teen girls. If you go to his channel, if you see what he's talking about, and I put the thumbnail, the thumbnail for the last video I made, I changed it because I put the reply that was on Red Pill's page. Okay, so first of all, he's talking about.
And did you not understand that I basically said? Did you not see me actually address the comment and tell him to ease up? No, you did not. You failed to acknowledge the fact that I addressed a comment and I told him to ease up. You know, you like everybody else failed to address the fact that I told them to ease up. That I told them to ease up, to back up, to pump the brakes a bit. And you're trying to develop one-sided thinking. You know? You try to develop this whole check valve. You got check valve thinking, my friend. You got check valve thinking, and you don't have dynamic thinking. You're not dynamic. You're not innovative. You are one-directional thinking, and you are doubling down on your one-directional thinking. You say you check with the ACLU. You check with all these law enforcement agencies. What did you check? What did you check? I mean, what did you check, honestly? I'm just saying, what did you check? Did you check anything else besides the
what Red Pill's talking about is teen girls. These girls are obviously not teenagers. They're very young. Without getting into specifics, they're very, very young on that channel. The girls on that channel. Okay, so is it illegal what the guy is doing on there? I honestly don't know. I know it's illegal for him to feature them as he did, for him to post what he did. I know it's not in line with COPPA, with the COPPA regulation. Okay,
But the COPPA regulation is basically against advertising to children on channels that are not for children. Did you read the COPPA regulation? Is he advertising to children? No, he's not. In fact, to be honest with you, the Sears and Roebuck catalog would be a violation of the COPPA Act. The Macy's catalog is a violation of COPPA Act. Heck, the Kohl's commercials on YouTube, the back-to-school Kohl's commercials, are a violation of the COPPA Act. You see the pattern here? So, basically, they're advertising to parents, right? So, Kohl's, Gap, and all these other, Hanes, and all these people are a violation of the COPPA Act. Oh, dude, this dude's bar is down. But that's neither here nor there. Is he doing any heinous acts? Is he hitting the children? Is he doing indecent acts to these children? Is there any indecent acts performed? What you fail to realize is what you fail to realize when it comes to stuff like this is, where are the indecent acts? Where are the indecent acts? See, they have a whole charge called indecent liberties with a minor. You know, you can get hemmed up with that. Is he doing any indecent acts? Are they still clothed?
Something about being an American, that has nothing to do with it. On the internet, it's not all dictated by America. Obama passed that off, right? So there's a global standard, not a U.S. standard, a global standard on that. So that part of the law doesn't apply to the internet. Okay, now, there might be state laws and stuff that go in tandem with that.
Well, complain to the state. Oh, wait, you don't know where he lives. Because you don't pay attention.
I do not know what the individual state laws are, but I'm pretty sure they don't cover PC. I'm pretty sure they don't protect CP. Okay, so...
See, the thing is, indecent acts. I want to tell you a little, I want to show you a little, I want to explain something to you about psychology. Children emulate their parents. Children emulate their parents. You know? If what you were considering as CP to you, you should probably talk with the parents. You should probably address that with the parents. You know, you should probably address that with the parents. Oh, wait a minute. You won't. And I'll get into it a little bit deeper on some of the things that have been addressed.
So moving right along, the other argument was the First Amendment, right? First Amendment, freedom of speech. Freedom of speech and freedom of expression are two different things.
I said freedom of speech. I didn't say anything about freedom of expression. I said freedom of speech, not freedom of expression. I know the difference. I'm not an idiot. Freedom of speech means the ability to basically the ability to speak freely, to speak your mind freely. The freedom of expression is basically turning your body into a walking billboard, which would be the layman's term for it. I don't allow my channel to be a walking billboard except for me. Into an online billboard except for me. And that is why I asked Cory politely not to bring the stuff from his channel onto mine. And I don't do the same, and I do the same for him by not bringing the stuff on my channel onto his. See, this is the very reason why I believe Cory still has every right to file charges. You know,
they are not synonymous. There are times when they are synonymous, but for legal definition, no, they're not synonymous. Okay, so freedom of speech does not protect CP. It does not protect graphic pornography.
Graphic. Is there anything graphic on his channel? Now, I will admit that some of his content's a little bit too spicy, and I tell him to tone it, to spice down on my, like, you know. But what is graphic to you? If that is graphic, you must... If that is graphic, you need to go out and touch grass. You know? Go out there and touch a tree or something. You know, go to an amusement park. Go see a movie. Go watch a baseball game. You know? Go watch a baseball game or a football game. If that's graphic to you. You need to take some time off your job that is clearly overworking you and go see go touch sand, go touch grass, go get yourself a dog or a cat. Jesus, fornicate.
Does not protect anything like that. It protects your speech, what you talk about. Now, what the guy talks about might be another thing that might be legal in a sense. But the fact that he put actual videos of little girls on it makes it illegal. It makes it a issue with freedom of expression.
And we've seen, and Tico's done a background check, and he's basically he's basically assisted the arrest of predators and registering parents as neglectful parents. What is the best way to catch a predator? You gotta cast bait. What's the best way to catch a fish? You use bait. What's the best way to trap a bear, a fox? You use bait. A raccoon, you use bait. What's the best way to catch a predator? Well, you use bait.
And freedom of expression is more limited than freedom of speech. Okay, so that's irrelevant, the argument he was making there.
I never said freedom of expression. I said freedom of speech. Don't twist. Don't say that I'm combining two completely, totally different definitions. Don't say that I'm combining two solely different definitions. I said freedom of speech, not freedom of expression. Freedom of speech.
I had another point and I forget at the time. But anyway, yeah. So the girls on that site, on that channel, are not teenagers. They're much younger. Freedom of speech does not cover that.
It's a freedom of speech in my comment section. I ask him to not do, like I said, freedom of speech in my comment section. I ask him politely not to post risky comments into my comment section. And you routinely fail to see me. You routinely fail to mention me asking him nicely not to produce such comments. You routinely fail over and over and over and over again of me telling him not to produce such comments in the chat, on the live. You failed to see me address it. It's usually after a person is done talking, I say, please excuse me. I need to interrupt for a second because I need to address something real quick. And then I say X, Y, and Z. And he eases up.
There's no reason to defend this guy. There's no reason to advocate for this guy. There's no reason to tolerate it. If he takes a hit, the people who are tolerating it will also take a hit.
And if he presses charges, the people who basically who have been going after him are going to take a hit. Are going to take a monetary hit. If he decides to file charges. And honestly, I urge him to file charges. If you're listening, Cory, I need you to file charges. I really need you to file charges. Because this stuff right here, with this dude, is not going to stop until you file charges. They're going to continue, I mean, because Tico's already run a background check. Until you file charges, the background check is worthless. So, until you file charges, Cory, the background check's worthless.
That's the point I was trying to make. So, what I'm thinking now is I think that maybe I should hand this off to some of the SJWs feminist, whatever, who would love to have a story like this
Foul charges, Cory.
so that they could
Foul
run
charges.
with it.
Just flat out foul
And
charges. 'Cause at this
whether they
point-
do that for grifting, whether they...
At this point, foul charges. They all deserve it. Foul charges. Just foul charges. At this point, it's pointless. These people are not going to listen to foul charges. File charges. I will do the research on how to file charges nationally, and I will present it on my channel. It's up to you.
do that out of sincerity, for trying to do the moral and right thing,
Foul charges, Cory.
is beside the point to me. But it has to be addressed. And
File charges. At this point, Cory, you need to file charges. If everything that's been on the background checks, file charges. At this point, like, there's nothing on the background check, and basically they fail to realize that in order to catch a predator, in order to catch a fish, you got to cast bait. Guess what? Foul charges. Signing off.